Aviation Catalyst, the quiz section on the topic Director General Civil Aviation, which is a part of aviation law and regulation. To join the channel Aviation Catalyst for further updates. The first one, in a quiz, if it has been asked the elaboration of DGCA, it is Director General Civil Aviation. Head office, it is at New Delhi. Registration of aircraft, you can see here the VT number, that's for India, which identifies this aircraft has been registered by the Indian Aviation Authority, that is Director General Civil Aviation, who issues registration number. First two letters is country code, then followed with the serial number. Aerodrome certifications are being done by Director General Civil Aviation. Coordination of ICAO matters with all agencies sending replies, stake of letters, necessary action arising to Universal Safety Oversight Audit Program of ICAO is also done by DGCA. Issuing of license of pilots, aircraft maintenance engineers, air traffic controllers, flight engineers, and conducting examinations are being done by DGCA. Conducting investigation into incidents, serious incidents involving up to 2,250 kgs all of weight, and taking accident prevention measures including formulation of implementation of safety aviation management programs is also done by the Director General Civil Aviation. Promoting indigenous design manufacturing of aircraft components by acting as a catalyst agent. DGCA, the AED department, does it. Granting of air operator certificate, that is for the permission for operating the airlines, is also done by the Director General Civil Aviation. It's a typical air operator permit which has been issued by DGCA. Approval of institute engaged in flying training, that's your flying clubs, training of cadet pilots, the SPL, is done by DGCA. The role of Parliament and Coordination section of the DGCA is to address all the parliamentary matters like notices, questions, circulation of provisional calendars, guidelines, procurement and dealing with parliamentary questions, action taken, reports, minutes of senior meetings, updating Civil Aviation Ministry for Parliament questionnaires. All the answers are right. The function of the AED, if you see a structural organization setup, the AED, Aero Engineering Division, is responsible for product design, surveillance, issuance and supplementary like type certification or nautical product design development, country code under the Aircraft Rule 49F of the Aircraft Rule 1937. They follow. All these are right answers. Flight data recorder or a cockpit voice recorder, also called as black box. The role of the recorder library of a DGCA, it is to engage in monitoring of CVR DFDRs for the purpose of ensuring continued airworthiness of recorders and crew performance. The role of Aero Laboratories Division, the ALD of a DGCA, is engaged in analyzing failed aircraft component involved in accident incidents and also during in-service to find out the probable cause and suggest remedial measures. You can see here on the slide the CSIR, the NAL. The role of Air Transport Division ATD of DGCA is approval of flight schedules, schedule the domestic airlines, Indian carriers for international operations. All are right. It's been mentioned here, the departments of a DGCA. Review of preparedness of Indian carriers to new international destination in respects of operation, engineering, safety, security, ground facilities is being done by the Air Transport Division. The function of Aviation Environment Unit AEU is to take care of the environmental factors, to disseminate the guidelines and measure adopt of ICAO to stakeholders in respect of environmental protection. In terms of carbon emission, noise pollution, certain standards have been laid down by ICAO. The main function and responsibilities of the Airworthiness Directorate of the Headquarters DGCA is all the above what they maintain here. Develop national legislation, standard, policy, guidelines, examine the changes in ICAO, the aircraft rule, the civil aviation requirement, CAR, filing of appropriate differences, establishing work relationships. All the answers are right. The Flight Standards Directorate in DGCA is to entrust the responsibility of certification of air operator, that is your airlines. The Flight Standard Directorate of the DGCA has entrusted with the responsibility of certification of air operators, not only air operators, designing oversight and PEL supports. Official website hosted of all government owned organizations, not only DGCA. The right answer is NIC. Always the website will be having an extension NIC, that is National Informatics Center. DGCA is a part of Dash Ministry. It's called as Civil Aviation Ministry. You can see the Civil Aviation website. This is the Director General Civil Aviation. They have BICAS, the Airport Authority of India, the Air India, AERA, various other. Function of DGCA is to registration of civil aircraft. They don't fly. DGCA officials don't fly. They don't see the aircraft. That only seeing and just observing or receive the aircraft. The main purpose, the function is they are involved into registration of civil aircrafts. Directorate of Airspace and Air Navigation Standard is responsible for all this. Revision of CAR, ANS, ATM, CNS, MET, AIS, the aeronautical chart and the SAR. Issue of cars in the field of ANS, that is ATM, CNS, MET and IAS, and the aeronautical charts and the search and rescue. Ensure proper implementation of cars related documents, manuals and directives. Investigation of civil registered aircraft incidents is done by the Air Safety Directorate of the Director General Civil Aviation. The role of Central Examination Organization is to they are responsible for conducting various examinations in accordance with the Rule 61 of Schedule 2 of Aircraft Rule 1937. The licensing of air traffic controllers and approval of ATSTOs is done by the Director General Civil Aviation. The role of the metrology, that is Indian Metrology Department, which is at Pune, of the DGCA, is to amend the DGCA car from time to time to ensure compliance with ICAO Annexure on Metrology Annexure 3. That is basically they give all the weather conditions like wind direction, rain predictions and all. They play a very important role in airline operations. The responsibility of Directorate of Flying is to approval of flying training organizations. The headquarters of Director General Civil Aviation is situated in New Delhi. Meaning of civil enclave means an airport which has been fully controlled by the Ministry of Defense, that is all the three forces. Only the terminal building will be operated by or maintained by the Airport Authority of India. DGCA Officer of Directorate AED is situated at Bangalore. Basically, they are into air engineering developments and all, like research and development, because the majority of companies are there in Bangalore. Office of Director Aerodrome Standard is at Delhi, Calcutta, Chennai and Mumbai. Training and License Directorate is at same Chennai. It's your Delhi, Calcutta, Chennai and Mumbai. Parliamentary matters like notice, questions, circulation of provisional calendars, guidelines for procedures for dealing with the Ministry of Civil Aviation is coordinated by the DGCA Parliament and Coordination Section. Role of Air Engineering Department AED is to issue of type certificate for aeronautical products designed and developed in India under the Rule 49 of the Aircraft Rule 1937. The vigilance session of the DGCA is to appeal review arising disciplinary vigilance cases, issue of vigilance clearance to airport entry passes in respect of officers of DGCA, court cases, RTI matters, public grievance related to vigilance cases, all are right. The international Cooperation Group ICG in DGCA handles all the international programs with the international organizations on matters related to the policies, the technicality, and safety matters with the aim of enhancement of aviation safety in India. The role of training division of the DGCA is to lay down training policies, organize training at Indian aviation academies, and Module 1 training of officers of the DGCA except for the consultation of officials on contract. All are right. The SSP SMS division is under overall chairmanship of the Director General for assisting steering committee and preparation implementation of SSPs, coordination, monitoring and reviewing of implementation of SSP, any other work related to SSP, SMS as assigned by the Director General Steering Committee. All of these are right. The dash in DGCA covers the function related to ICAO Annexure 6 of airport, the operations of aircraft, and to limited extent Annexure 8 airworthiness, and 1 for the personal licensing is the Air Operator Certification and Management Bureau, that is AOCMB, which takes care of airport operation, airworthiness, and licensing of pilots. The AOCMB is headed by Joint Director General of Civil Aviation and supported by Flight Standards Directorate. He is the Chief Flight Operating Inspector, the CFOI. Aerodrome licensing is done in accordance with Aircraft Rule 1937 Part 11. Surveillance, inspection and safety oversight of aerodrome is done in accordance with the conditions as mentioned in the aerodrome license under para 83 of 11 of the Aircraft Rule 1937 and are complied with all the standards. Development of surveillance mechanism and resolution of safety issues in respect of ATCOs and ATSTOs is done by the Director of Airspace and Air Navigation Standards of the DGCA. Basically, they are the people who authorize these air traffic controllers officers. Investigation of civil registered aircraft incidents is being done by the Air Safety Directorate. Regional air safety offices are located at Delhi, Mumbai, Hyderabad, Kolkata, and Chennai. Issuing license to pilot and aircraft maintenance engineers and approval of flight dispatchers are being done by the Director General Civil Aviation. ATPL is Airline Transport Pilot License. DASH is responsible for conducting various examinations in accordance with Rule 61 of Schedule 1 of the Aircraft Rule 1937, that is the Central Examination Organization, CEO of DGCA. This is a website from where you can log in the online examination portal. Do subscribe for the latest updates on aviation and logistics for Aviation Catalyst. Thanks for watching video. You can contact at any time on the above numbers and the email ID. Thank you.